Busiano pay me ma bibia kwaba. Me ma bibia wo hwe eye Dr. Remy ma bibia kwaba. Any day mu asa wo ba na wa share eye video no. Anope ye di nkomo afa wo man Ghana ho. Ye ko 2023 nyame ya adomu a ochina eye December. Na ye be ko 2023 mu ano no. Edumra ese ye kaka ye ho, edumra ese yene freedom fighters fix the country, any Ghanaians, citizens, womo do wo man no mo pe impuntu ama wo man no yene mo etwetwe enkomo. Iti anope de mema wakwaba, mema atena se. Baby bia wo hwe me free bia no medin Dr. Ren. Se ne yewuni mu no o man Ghana ho donti ana de bia ye gibre ye ba ententan so ne mo twetwe enkomo. Iti waba na wo hwe me wo YouTube, waba na wo hwe me wo Facebook, ade wo ya na se ubeche na aso afoforo susu. And the common way yebedie no very simple. Our honorable politicians, they have turned into dishonorable men and they have become very horrible. And common way no efa wo man Ghana ho. One more ye two almost aba ye si wo be ye leaders. E kwan ya wo de citizens efa so. E ho common na me pese me ne wo twetwe. Na me wo audio bi a me pese me boma ye nyina ye tie. Audio no efa me ne umi no ho. Audio no ye audio bi a me pese ye twi ya adwene ko ho. E video de, but I cannot play the video. But me bo audio na mo adwene akwasen bi so. Me gidi se ya hwe ye dodo no aye Muslim fo. Mo a mo hwe Dr. Rem dodo no aye Christofo. Mo a mo hwe Dr. Rem dodo no am gidie ewo ye nananom. Eye efrene sei wo mo egunsa. Menim se ye nyina ye gidie no ye mpatro. Menim se ye nyina gidie bia ye gidi bia no ye mpa sisie, ye mpa nada ene ye mpa kronobo. Because we yo Christo ni a wechiwade eye ntro. Wechiwade ye se we take advantage of people. Sada me gidi se we Muslimin ni nso a we gidie e kire wo se umbo apo na unsisi obi na wundi atro entu obi so. Enti na se waba ye me hia se wo be share video no. Mo a mo chester so obade entomo enkwamu na bebi a mo yi sika no so free ye no on hye mo ma emfa ma mo. Yen se mre yen se adaje me pese ye be kode akwakotie audio no. Efa ye politicians fo ho. Titru eye New Patriotic Party a womo na ene womo aban wo so a eja obudi anim led by President Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. Woni na bedi e kire Bahomia and the finance minister asemu a womo kafa wo man Ghana emre bi etwa emu no mo opposition na manfo ede ye call eye IMF eye nkitahudie ho ensemu a womo kae. If I say who say in this world everything is about character. If a person does not honor his words, if one does not respect what he says and oblige by what he says and respect what he says, He has nothing left. Character is everything in life. Yen konko tie na yeba yebeto aso. Me say Dr. Renshaw. And yebe din komo na yetie. Yentie.
Let's watch it and see how we talk about it. Let's watch it. Just a minute. Let's watch it.
The IMF. To IMF. To IMF. The IMF. IMF.
IMF.
Why should we go to IMF?
You were not informed too.
And there's some subtle suggestion of IMF. I think we've told you that we are not going there.
Continue.
Don't
you go to the IMF? Go to the IMF. We will not go to the IMF today. We will not go to IMF tomorrow. And we are not going as long as the NPP remains in power.
You only you Wakako. Okay.
And go to IMF. We are not going to go to IMF. But I can tell you, we are not going to the IMF.
We do keep quiet.
Whatever we do, we are not. We are a proud nation. We have the resources. We have the capacity. Don't let anybody tell you. Like when Joshua, Caleb, and the 10 others went to spy on the promised land. And only 2 of them came to say that we can do it. And the 10 went around the community, murmuring, you can't, da, 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 da. We are not people of short sight, you know.
Child.
IMF, what are we going to say again? Because the noise we make, going to IMF is just like handing over power to NDC without a contest. And I chew my own words back when I said NDC went to IMF because of mismanagement for the economy. So if NPP is going to IMF, what am I going to say? Any government that goes to IMF has failed. You cannot use the face of those who took us to IMF to break the They don't want.
So made several statements which have either turned out to be untrue or are contradictory. Either way, they have served to undermine the credibility of government and of its economic management team. These include the denial that government will ask for a bailout from the IMF, so one is no longer sure what to believe.
God have mercy upon us.
Indeed, Yakuti a video, but I played it on audio form. Yakuti, indeed, God should have mercy on us. These are people who claim to fame was that they were honorable men. Perhaps maybe I would name the dictionary explanation for the word honorable. The meaning of honorable. Honorable means bringing or deserving honor. Honorable, no. Honorable person, honest, fair, deserving praise and respect. Etie audio, no. See the way they were saying to the entire nation that they will not go to IMF. So that as a citizen, not a spectator, these are some of the most important things as a citizen. And Prempia Ekase Sebema she wababo so obe ware no na wan ware no a empemfo susu se obema no a wo share wo ba ne bo a wen di ne bo share so we bu oba no kwasea. Ananya sa na mpemfo ka. Ahwefo a mo hwɛ me. Freedom fighters a mo hwɛ me. Dr. Ren followers a mo follow me, ahwɛ me, support me from day one. Anya sa na ye ka no. Sa na ye ka no. Se abrantie no ana papa ne bu maame ne kwasea because wo shebo when di ne bo shares. Edi mpemfo wedi ne ye be ka kire wo. Asɛm na be free yenum e de amasa mpemfo wi. A woman na esie se IMF de yenko bi da a free president. You could see the least member of the new patriotic party promise the nation, the entire nation, say yem famon ko IMF. Womo kanonem painful ti kronim. Asofofo akukudam wo kronim emu nketewa ne emu akese. Emu mpanyimfo ne emu nketo enkwada. Sam mpanyimfo hye yebo. Bo hye ne se yem famon ko IMF aso ye de biara da. Ye to quotation. E kaka ye de wo Bible mu about Caleb and Caleb. Emu quotation ahodoa. Yen ye kyerɛ sɛ yen ye Kristofo. Nanso die ne bae. Wo mo de wo mo sie eye oyo. Ana wo mo sie no wo man fa anye woyo. Me pese me twe adwene konsem bi so because ye be ko 2023 mu ne akora 2024 ne akoto aba. Nneema we na yese wo hye ne nso. Nneema we na yese wo pick as a citizen, not a spectator. Wo adwene ni bi fa wo de adwene. Fa dwene nsɛm wa mpanyimfo ka kyerɛ wo. Fa kwa adwendwene mu sɛ wo ye wo ba na ba ma hyɛ wo bɔ. Na wendi wo bɔ wendi ne bɔ hyɛ so a maame, how would you describe sa ba ma? Wo bɛka so ye wo kwase ampanyini. Wo bɛka so ye ba ma bi a wondi ne bɔ hyɛ so a. Wo bɛka so wo bu kwase. Na me busa wo ye wo kwase ana? Me busa wo ye wo ba kwase ana? De bia wo betena ase ama sa politicians ya dado no anim ha yesiti twitwiri yesen abebie wo manum kankan ato egu so akeka nsɛm a wo mu ntimi nne so mibusa wo ye obakwase ana? For how long would you entertain such words from people that are supposed to be honorable, deserving respect from us? Say Ghana de ensem betowa enche na ye refio ye fa nkwa adwendwenim watre yaka ne surface. We don't become deep thinkers. Ye fa nsem no ye ndo suko wonsem nim because ade achi ade san Ghana de ensem foforo beba betwa egu ya ko 2023 oba ade adaroma odi ye betwa enne ne December no de ewura 2020 ni akọ 2024 mu bosha hodoa kase beba na ese wo hunu wo mo character no wo mo hyebo no ese ye hunu wo mo sunu wo mo ban ebia ewo wo mo. Politics is about character. We you be now ni subanya, you don't deserve to enter into the politics arena. Politics is about respect. Politics is about sacrifice, honoring your words. Because we being kase, why you been tin ye beto swaba? They also betimi ayeno. One someone waka ayeno, and ye mu GDA, and ye the two about the mao. And today, our men, our honorable men have become dishonorable. And they have turned into horrible men who are always deceiving their followers. And unti Anna, as Dr. Ren, and our Ren have come to your homes. So if we are going to move forward as a nation, Nas ye Muslimin for ye Christo for ye riase for dia and sembi wa why say the quiet dream. Because we have the nation at heart to protect for injirima. Ya gamini umi enunkwande ya baby a ye do it. America would tie, Germany would tie, France would tie, Italy would tie, Australia would tie, New Zealand, Denmark, Finland, UK would tie, nka wo to. And so in Chirima no ebe wo mo Ghana, wo benyine free Ghana no e. Wo mo tesenye. Wo munti ana me ne o me no. Ene ya fa to ye ho so a, ya twetwe nkomo. Senia sebiu. Wo mo nso ho be de. Ebe to wo. Wo mo nso nkwa ho kire mu. Ti sede me ne o me no ko mu a, eno nti ye dwane free Ghana. Ya ba obi my so. The dishonorable men. Whatever they say, they are not able to honor their words. These be they. One more pe abano. One more pe position. One more pe post. One more person. One more ba ebedi president. They were in our homes. They were sitting on the same bench with us. They were eating the same comic kekena with us, with hot pepper. Even though pepper was burning them, they failed to even blow air to cool down their tongue. Because they wanted people to understand that they associate, they are the people who understand us. Dishonorable men. The honorable men have now turned into dishonorable men and they have become horrible to us. These are the people that went to the length and breadth to seek for political power from people like you. One fan quite meaning. They lied to you because they rebranded themselves from the all die be died to the battle is the Lord. And when you heard the Lord, you thought they were Christians. No, they are the Lucifers. They are the demons. I've told you. Watch them. When the Bible says watch and pray, it means watch and be careful of who you trust your powers to, who you entrust your thumb. The thumb is very powerful. You have no idea. The thumb carries these fingers, carries it along. This thumb, this one, it carries all. Today, we have seen how dishonorable this Ken of Oriata, who always wear white, and give quotations, who said that Yem Famun call IMF. And today, he is the one sitting at the board meetings, negotiating for Ghana. Our IMF won't get one ferry. Because Sebio, dishonorable men, people who don't respect themselves, because and you remember a young ferry, so by you don't tina brochino. Aya Ghana for UK, Germany, France, because I want to know the conscience comes alive. The conscience of the men and women in UK no, it's not dead. Tisobruni eye bibi anu waka bibi no when dini bosheswa or resign because conscience has come alive. But the politicians like the Ken of Oriata, the Babomians, the Nanado Dankwa Kufuado, they don't have conscience. So whenever they speak, they don't even honor their own words. They don't. Because they know that they are living in a land where people are not critical, analytic people who take the words of these politicians and then diagnose it and then sieve it and what and see some papa king and then would baby two foot to ram to abama no one timing the negotiations. questions we have to ask. And that is why today I'm inviting everybody who watched Dr. Rem from day one to believe in what? The freedom fighters that face the country, what we are preaching to you. We are not here for some political party, one person. No, we are here for Ghana. Ghana first. That is why I want you to believe in the virtues, the virtues of believing in Ghana. Because whenever we are not diverted towards political affiliations, we become strong. But when we are diverted to people's interest for power, they shall devour us. And we will not realize our potential of fighting for the unborn generation. It takes you and I to fight for Inchirima. When these people have power, you saw Kenoforiata, demonstrations. No, I question durag. They wanted you to understand that they are coming for you, people. They were coming so that your life will become a better one. Now the question is your life better today than 7 years ago or 8 years ago? Be honest to yourself. Be honest to yourself. Have you seen any drastic improvement since this Aban came to power? Be honest to yourselves. Don't lie. Be honest. Be honest. Has there been any improvement? So deceit and lies. Mami Sabara, Ramson Coxon, Rastuki, Mamuina Makwaba. Kidira to Rahim, Mamuina Makwaba. Emran go for way paper, why Kufuado. When I'm on go for fee. When to a man, mammy. Maybe me banner me be a president. Me be a family and friends. Question me busa Roberta says, and to say, question me busa on say, what to Abama Kufuado? What you was see ye were yo, and answer one fat was see Anya were yo. Was this a what to Abane Manua, on by your family and friends? And then me busa, what to Abanema President Kufuado? Has he been able to honor his words? What the Osia Ayawayo and I want fat Osia Ayawayo. Maybe so. President Kufuado say to Abamanwa, he was not going to do a family and friends. But another is even worse than the family and friends. Because Nebusian folk are crave nuclear family pen one more position. Extended family for the baby mamas of Winina, the ex-girlfriends of Winina. This is a man who is not honorable, who does not deserve to lead people like you. These are some of the things that you have to understand. We have to open the eyes of all of us. If we are Christians, we have to be people that we are observant. When the Bible says watch, it means that become observant around your surroundings. Be observant, be observant. The politicians, be observant. The parliamentarians, be observant. Your parliamentarians, be observant. They go and collect monies. They will tell you, oh, we are fighting for you, but behind, they are collecting monies. They are bringing their children to Europe, to America. The NPP, the NDCs. Today, Kufuado Abanti, Yanka Kufuado there. Yama Ghana Fontias, yes, a memo, yet under Kufuado, near memo phone, a yet tantan, a yes, Sasabon, someone memo, a yan trofwa memo, a memo woman did no crebo, and can't coffee. And then when you say MPP phobia kokata, and a papa be a better pan only you no see what the $50 the cotton in your at the way na Ghana baby I ding and say look at them, the Jimmy, you know, a santemine to do what be the Jimmy na could do kata. A santemine for no to do what be the Jimmy and what could do kata. Where Jimmy tea, where Jimmy will come and say, ya won was santimem, ya the Jimmy and the wall, ya the Jimmy and the tete no tribal bigotry into two kind of the Jimmy and tea. What they compare, hey, and I be $50 and $50, you know. Media tones you and a media topano and a media to touch it away. Every cry away when people will be cry away. What they are santi Jimmy and why I did no one word in your knee, you free. A sante memuno, what they could do kata when renew, secatano, wako yeno, and quadam for bucket in Kumkubunsu, one renew, secatano, our call yeno, development, infrastructure development, a concanye, one renew, when Muno secatano, one would minimum wage, one compare kata minimum wage to the Ghanaian minimum wage. One million Busana was say Ghana need to do a send a good kata wa air preso benya juma. One junior who say will be free kata and salai wa Ghana embassy and be ya juma wa Ghana. 1 million Jimmy because you want to antimemo tribal bigotry or you took kind into 1 minute. A money Jimmy and why they won't no and no for no Jimmy and one no good in the with the guinea ne Jimmy and Kwa Jimmy part 1. They drew wakata Jimmy and Kwa. And you MP, Ubewu ministers, Asante Fuano, Jimmy no, nom de Kogu, Kata, Yako support football, Jimmy. Meanwhile, budget, air cosso, instead, see a better nefi, near dream a budget, killer budget, now, woman, brain, woman, because Asante Fuano do one Jimmy, and yet this uncle for Yabe Magana for, so woman Dicana for him into Jimmy, is being exhibited. Koka will be see Dr. Ren, and I ask Sante for hey, when you Santini saying Dr. Ren. In Kanokrano, the inferiority complex of the Ashantis are too much. Because of inferiority complex, Asante. Today we do baby, we want to exhibit ourselves. You see a casa when we are supposed to keep quiet. But we Asante pursue a casa. The beauty of Qatar. How beautiful stadiums. Has Ghana been able to host a World Cup? Gold, diamond, bauxite, manganese, to me host a World Cup. South Africa, now we are independence. South Africa, the sons and daughters of the Malemes, the sons and daughters of a friend is saying Nelson Mandela's. To me host World Cup. Emma Dr. Renko Shebi. Woman pop to me host the World Cup. Now, Daben, South Africa gaining independence, Daben. But they have been able to host World Cup. When we gained independence, South Africa was nowhere near gaining independence. And as a matter of fact, the South Africans were coming to Ghana to use Ghanaian passport to travel. That is why when we met, a friend is saying, when one politician scholar met Nelson Mandela and asked Nelson Mandela, you keep coming to Ghana. What is the reason that you keep coming to Ghana? I said, my only reason I come to Ghana is to make sure that I meet Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Bisan said, well, do you have any regrets in life? He said one of his regrets would be not meeting Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the one who fought for the independence for the continent of Africa. Wamokraba. Baba World Cup. I could do kata, and you will ferry, and you will a black star, a sun from the black star. a son from the gold, a son from the bauxite, the diamond, the manganese. What could do scatter? You very impo. Ebe compare. Sa hunchre kra wo kata na kata nyoma boy de. Wo de ma Jimmy wasantimemu a munya wo bi ntumufo, munya wo tumfo no ntumufo no. Wo de Jimmy ne nam. Wo de ahwete wiase amafa na nyina. Asante Jimmy no. Ajinsem. Yen kan kyerɛ mo. Yen kan nokora ne kyerɛ mo. Ye Jimmy dodo. Ye didu baabi a. Ye de kɔ baabi a santini tu kan ya sebio dodo no aye de Jimmy na hwete wiase amansa nyina. Ye kan sɛm a twanyansa sɛm a asantini beso asɛm no obɛka Jimmy inferiority complex adwene na ɔde bɛdwene tribalism na ɔde bɛdwene ombie na adwene mu embrode na adwene embusa ne ho questions bi emanim put fear into him. Why am I even doing this video? Now wait, Jimmy, let me ask you this question. This kind of things we need to ask our brothers and sisters from Ashanti region. Let me ask you. Me, Dr. Ren, sorry, I don't think of my neighbor. Send a ma edit you. I don't think about my neighbor. Send a ma edit you. No. I think about how I will feed my children, my wife, my mom, my brothers who are in Ghana, my family. That's how I think. I don't think that Kwabena Yesu, Anna Gordon Lemuel Scott, Washane man, I will share ma. I don't think like that. I think about how me mabedidi. That is how life is. Obronin was surrounded by what how the ma English, British for bedidi. So they do everything for the English and the British and those who have advantage to live in this country legally. That's what they think about them. That is sorry no pa. Ye Jimmy nti ye dodo no. Ne ye dwene se o obi de anya ye nti no. So obi de anya ye dia e de fa ntoma be bom dia no. De Jimmy nso no. De adwene we inferiority complex mind o. Eno na santeman no wo mpese wo de wo bo Ghana fo mu. Abeye Ghana man. Still e wasantemu. We are always comparing the worst, not the best. But in life, you did not come for worse. You came into this world to achieve the best. And this is what happens. And this is what keeps happening. So, my brother, forget about the Ashantis. I'll say, forget about the Ashantis. It is better you don't mention them because in my memory, they don't exist. My brother, Elima. Sometimes we need to speak truth to our people because the truth hurts. Nipa won pen no kore no na wo ka no kore kire na na ne buafu. En ka no kore kire ye ho. En kofo ya da from the days of a friends and Methuselah to abama me ba meye mema petrol bo akofom. Now question is ye two abey petrol prices akofom ana na no enra na enrechi. Yes, and emrante ni bi send me video free Swami magazine. Monday Swami magazine. There are two shops. There are two shops. Monday Swami magazine. I'm say Facebook gonna call off. I don't know why Facebook gonna call off. But I don't know. I mean, name the entire Facebook gonna cut off. Anyway, mama me 1 second. But I mean, logging on to the Facebook. I don't know why Facebook gonna cut off, sir. Anyway. yentua yen common. All of a sudden, Facebook no cut off, you know. You go swang a crank, you have to do your way. Into the oba, Facebook, so I know what to ask. Already, no, there, YouTube, media. Yeah, it was so, it's not so painting. So we see a new say no, a cost one. We need to advise ourselves and speak truth to our people. What you say? We have to be honest and truthful to our people. So politicians for a back. Now we promise ya. Now we in this one. Let us be bold and speak truth to them. So this is not what you promise us. And that you don't promise us and come and not even out of respect, if you don't even honor your promises, show remorse and even respect the Ghanaian and apologize. But these politicians, when they come, they will promise us. When they come to, they will not honor their words. And then they will disrespect us with impunity. And that was what happened under a Kufuado. Yeah. Woman yes, woman for Ghana and call IMF, but truly, woman they call IMF. And there is no politician no politician now, a free MPP, my patch say Ghana for yes, share my bossy and call IMF. Now, since the call IMF, and for me, the president, I am apologizing on behalf of my political party. Nobody is apologizing because they don't respect the people that they are leading. Now, let me tell you something. I want you to believe in the virtues of us, the freedom fighters, what we stand for. The education, the illumination that we are bringing about. So that you understand that, you see, when we talk about politics, it is all about character. Politics is about character. If you have no good character, stay home. Don't even think, say, you want to come and lead your people. Because a man without character is somebody who is what? Useless and worthless. What is character? A person with a good character, his words, his actions are in tandem. And somewhere free the numubano. And no and with this one into comparing forward a was santimemo. You see what they was see yo. But ask ourselves, let's ask ourselves. These politicians promised that they were not going to IMF. They sworn, they were even using Bible quotation from Ken Oforiatta. Today, one what take IMF a negotiation, one what Timu, Pabenia what Tim, El Capitano, the are you one the Timu and what Dima Ayaganini. This is a person who promised not to go to IMF and was even quoting Bible, giving us Bible quotations. Now, if you are a Christian and you still believe in these people, then we would if you are a politician, if you are somebody who follows politics, and let me be honest here, let me tell you from today, everybody should be interested in Ghana politics. Be interested. We've not become interested in the politics of our country. And anything I say, you to Abaman Kwasiafo, Yisika, no Japan, UK, London, America, Germany, France, no be interested. They will tell you, oh, media, politics. Omo kachira kasa wo de open politics. Media me yo Christoni, media me nka politics. Who say, hey, yo Christoni, kamanu tum ka politics. Because before you go to heaven, you have to eat. Before you go to heaven, you have to eat. Food, it is determined. The prices of food on the market is determined by the politician. So before you go to heaven, think about the politics of Ghana. Because without the politics, one for one Guinean dear chile, one for what come and dear chile, I'm questioning pain phobia. You been young Quasiafo, I'm woman be dear name, then Yansafwa command what to. We are we are Christian, we are Muslim, we are Riasini, be interested in politics. And Sanabeko heaven, you need to drink water. And drinking water is determined by the politician, the prices of water. Since the politician has to ensure. The MPs have to ensure they go to sit the parliament and enact laws. Everything they ensure about good roads. To announce me the politics. Women kwasiafo ne be do anim. And you been yenyan kwasiafo omudi anim. And until we are not able to realize our potential. Today, see the unemployment youth in Ghana. 2023 is going to be worse for every Ghanaian, not for only MPP or NDC or CPP or PPP or freedom fighters or FISDA. It's going to be worse for every Ghana. Don't be fooled by people who tell you, say, no, ko Switzerland, say, ko Luxembourg, say, ko Saudi Arabia, say, they are building city that will float on sea. Bible says 1,000 years in the sight of you and I is a day in the sight of the Lord. Don't be fooled by these so politicians and so wicked pastors whose work is to just divert your attention from the failures of the politicians. Let's judge them by their words. Let's know them by their words. Let's ask ourselves, is that what they promise us? Let's ask ourselves the questions. They promise to give us. The prices of fuel should go down. That is the promise. Is that the case today? They are not able to honor their own words. And yet you want to follow some people like that. If you are a woman and you are following a boy who does not honor his words, meaning you are by don't waste your time on people who want to waste your time. Jimmy, you see that? Don't waste your time on people who waste your time. Today, we've heard about what Kennedy accomplished Eka. Or say that, ain't Kennedy? Ain't what Kennedy Eka? For quite a bit, these are people who are not honest men. In fact, Kennedy are somewhere. What they are better to do. In fact, quite a bit.
Finance minister if I'm a vice president, how can finance minister bully me? And now you come back and tell us we are not being given opportunity. What else do you want us to give to prove that we are effective? Please, I'm telling you the gospel truth so that you don't make any mistake. What we can do to change this country and the way the government is suffering from this economy, if we don't change the same faith that have been giving us economic theories, telling you when your exchange rate, when your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate is when you were making that statement, the exchange rate was 4 cedis 20 pesos. Friday, it was 15 cedis to $1. What message are you going to give to Ghanaians again? And let me tell you, I'll tell you straight. I'm saying all these things because of somebody from East. Yes, I'm telling you, I've never mentioned all these things. But let me tell you, Madam, I'm serious. From March this year to August this year, through exchange rate, I lost $12 million. So today, I don't even count it. But all my money is gone.
What they are better to do. I will see answer what. And then Kennedy said, we'll lose you how much? My name say what figure no? Or say we'll lose you how much? See kako. Ye hopes na doyedi. Or say nyame behwe yen so ye bedidi. Kennedy nso said sikana she the 12 million a she. See, but when the fundamentals are weak, the CD will expose you. So that time I work a cancer answer. Now you force CD 20 pesos today at the same. I dream, you know, I'm a person, in some way, person, they are doing a no. That they are not honest of their own words. They are not able to even honor their own words. That is why you need to become a freedom fighter. You need to become a Face the Country convener, because our virtues are virtues that stand for the Ghanaian and fight for the Ghanaian. That Ghana will be a country that is best for all or better for all, not for a selected few. Because we cannot normalize the absurdity. Politicians cannot normalize the absurdity. No, We should not allow them. We should watch them and pray. Watch them means be observant. Pray means that have conversations among yourself and tell them that these people promise that when they come to power, fuel prices will go down. The question is fuel prices and it is in market. Because of fuel prices are it ended up to these are the people when they were in opposition promised heaven for us. Today they have given us hell. And next year, Allah. 2020, I was telling Ghanaians, especially freedom fighters, me say, encourage Ghanaians to go into farming. It will be dimatem. 2020. After when I read the budget, 2020, near Kotoaba, 2020, 2029, 2020 budget. Some of my own colleagues even insulted me. But today, what do we see? Next year, times 10 of the and it's not a lie, it's not a joke. From what we are gathering from the IMF, almost Ghana leaders are not honorable people. They are very dishonorable and very horrible. If you are a leader and you can treat your own people like this, so then some see it, then some champagne, sikedie on recording ye monies that you have spent, expenditure. Muba Ghana Parliament, no more become different. Muba outsider, no more show the real picture to get loans. IMF some country say our leaders are dishonorable people, very dishonorable and very horrible. The people that they came begging us, say into Abama woman. The people that yesterdays they were sitting with us eating comic kekina. Where in our homes, they came in our homes without even security guards. Today they walk around with security men. Today, the people that those days when you call them quickly, they will answer. These days, when I call ministers and your friend is saying, some of my friends, when I call them, they don't even answer. One of my friends, he used to come on my program, my show. Today he has become national scholarship that they're paying. When you call himself, he doesn't even answer Dr. Ren's call because today he's a millionaire. These were people that when those days, if I call them, I don't even call them. They will be calling me. Honourable, Charlie, will give me some time for your show. Make us speak small. Those days they were begging for time on my show. Today, if I call them, they don't even answer. These were the people. Today, when you call them, the most annoying part of it all is today when you call themselves, they have some people, they call them PAs, whose claim to fame is how rude they are. Today, they have people they call PAs, video a PA or a personal assistant. What claim to fame is how rude they are to us on phones. These are the people. Because they become millionaires. So they don't care about you anymore. Become a freedom fighter. Become a face the country convener. Think about the nation. Fight for Ghana. I always tell my people, even those that are freedom fighters, I say, among ourselves, watch. We see people, they come out, they say freedom fighters. They are not there as freedom fighters. So they are there for their pocket money. They are there because when they come and they show camera and then they show some rough road and they talk, they know that they will get money from people that lives in London, people that lives in America. You watch and pray. Watch the people that are real, that love the passion for the nation, are fighting genuinely. These are the people you support them. Watch. Because a farmer, according to the Bible, no by any way ya wakodaye when the boni phobi banajo ebedia different seeds. Watch among us, even watch. Now let me remind you of something, so that all of us at the because these are the deceitful men. Promise everything. That they will make sure that even when $1 is to two, that they will resign today. According to Keno Ejapon, let's use Ken Ejapon's own words. what's the $1 now? 15 cedis. Yet Akufo-Addo does not see the sense of resigning. They will come and explain. As for explanation, every foolish person can explain. But it is only a foolish person who does not have a change of mind and say, I'm sorry. It's only a foolish person. You see the way they are explaining. But when he was in opposition as the president, he was telling John Dramani Mahama and Atta Mills that if $1 and 2 cedis, they should resign. They should even apologize. That was $1 to 2 cedis. No, in Akufo-Addo's own wisdom, Mahama and Atta Mills were failures. They should resign. Today, according to Kennedy Japan, Omuamu Party bankroller said $1 and then 15 cedis near Chile. Akufo-Addo is not resigning, but he is explaining. Foolish people explains. When they go wrong, every foolish person be out there. They like to explain things when they are wrong. No. They don't admit to. No. They don't admit and say, oh yes. On the second thought, I have to admit that I erred. I'm sorry. I said that to John Mahama and Atta Mills, that if $1 was the son of 2 cedis, they should resign. And today, not only is $1 2 cedis, but $1 4 cedis 20%. They are called $1 15 cedis. And actually, they are not begging, they are not resigning, but they are explaining. It is only a fool who doesn't change his mind. And we are being led by fools whose claim to fame was to denigrate other people who fought hard for the independence and development of our nation. So today, people that are leading us, there is a budget. And instead of them to sit in parliament to discuss about the budget, the way forward, they are in Qatar singing. Ghana will say, yeah. Politicians who ought to sit in parliament to discuss the bread and butter issues of Ghanaians, they don't care. Because they know that they are being led by people who will always praise them and go and vote for them, even when they have goat and then they color it in MPP colors. Election time, they will go and vote for the goat. Then we become angry. That is the people that are leading the nation today. We are being led by people who don't respect us. But have you forgotten that these people came to beg you? They came begging you. So the power belongs to you. Don't forget the power still belongs to you. Don't forget it. It is true, the power belongs to you. But what do you do with the power that belongs to you? You sell your power for t-shirts. You sell your power for bento. You sell your power for headpans. The power that belongs to you, you are selling it cheap. That is why when they come, they don't see the need to even do something that will benefit you and for your life to even progress to the next level. Now let me tell you something. How come the land is so blessed, yet we are poor? Akufo-Addo said it. Yetisikasu. I come there. Yetisikasu. I come there. He was right. But today, the same sikana yetisu. I come there more. Are we going to allow them to break the 8? Are we going to allow these people to break the 8? Men who cannot even honor their own words. Men without character. You and I, are we going to allow them break the 8? It's a question we all have to ask ourselves. Not only Dr. Red, who are be. It's powerful. Sit down and think. If you will dream, don't let these people deceive you that one papa no be a sikafo. You gave them the power to become a sikafo. They were thieves. Politicians are just like pastors. Their occupation are the same. one to offering, one to tithe. They can't feed themselves. Politicians, one fat taxpayers' money into your car, they can't feed themselves. Why do we allow these people to take us for granted? Why do we allow them? I'm sure you have read about you've read the story of Jesus Christ. I've read the story of Jesus Christ. One of the things that I loved about the story of Jesus Christ is his humility. 70% of Ghanaians are Christians. So I'm sure we are familiar with the story of Jesus Christ. That Jesus Christ came to serve and not to be served. The politicians are supposed to serve us. It is not our duty to serve them. No, it is the reverse. They ought to serve us. Now ask yourself, how come a person who is serving you, when he or she is sick, abounding your hospitals, fly outside the nation for medical care? How come? That the servant has the audacity in your home to take your money and fly with your money for medical care. Ken Oforiatta, Dr. Ren, I see, not somebody say. In 2013, he was struggling with liver diseases. 2013, it's not somebody said. Dr. Ren. He was supposed to go and have operation. He was supposed to go and do operation on his liver in 2013. He struggled. Let me even be fair to him. It started from 2012. He had no money for that operation. He hung in there because the amount of money they were asking for him to do the operation, no need. He was hanging in until they came to power. Went to hospital, did his test. Now there is money. Spent over $300,000 US to do a liver transplant. In 2012, 2013, he never had that amount of money. But when he came to power, the servant is able to have a liver transplant. Then he will lie to you that he doesn't collect salary in Ghana. But he collects 10% of every loan that Ghana goes for through his data bank as a shareholder. Now ask yourself, you that you are not the servant, when you are sick with even eye problem, or even headache, or even stomach ache or backache, your only option is to chew paracetamol. You'll be chewing paracetamol till the day God knows. Paracetamol, 2 in the morning, paracetamol, 2 in the afternoon, paracetamol, 2 in the evening. In between the morning and afternoon, you'll be doing, between the afternoon and evening, then you are struggling in your pains. But these people, the servants, when they came to power, instead of them to open the university hospital, the UGMC that was built by their predecessor, they say no. The same thing applies to the Saglame. Over 80,000 Ghanaians sleeps outside in the cities of Accra. Housing deficit a huge problem. Somebody has built 1,506 bungalows or flats. Instead of them to commission it for Ghanaians to go and live in, he said no. The servants, how they are treating you. But you have forgotten that you got the power. The power is in your hands. Be encouraged that the power truly is in your hands. What can you do? You need to change the narratives, the way you think. And face your fears. If not, there will be change of government. And as Dr. Abu Sakara always put it, what is the need to change government when they cannot change the governance? Because there's out in the governance that such nonsense will stop. That what belongs to the nation, the citizens, that one the politicians don't care. Accra to Kumasi Road, January 2. The last time I checked in June, 5,000 accidents. Ashanti region alone, accident, 1,000, almost 2,000. Out of it, 300 and something, almost 400 people died. Dead and gone, dead and buried, dead. Bad roads. But the MP would tell you they need V8, 4x4. Shock absorbers, pa. What about you, the citizen that vote for them? What do you get? It is a bargain, a bargain. Utuaba is a baby. Yentuaba for t-shirt. Yentuaba for headpan. Yentuaba for hospital, for roads, for employment, for good deeds. Yentuaba si angubetoyen. Yentuaba se prices of food and prices of food. For when they tell you and they compare America, they compare Europe, tell them they are fools. Tell them you are not being ruled by Americans. Tell them you are not being ruled by the British, even under the British colony. They built us Achimota schools. They gave us railways, even though the railways, they were using it to export the raw materials to England. They even gave us railways. Now we are being led by our own people who have become thieves and lord themselves over us. The question is, once a Ghanaian, they say, a reason why you buy it. When you make check at Chediano, and you will be an Enya Ghana, because Kata, a desert. That's when would we almost stadium steer. How many gold? How many diamond? How many bauxite? How many manganese? But when would we almost assassinate? A desert too. There's so quiet when we rough road. Mamma walk at a one country. Muncha rough road in the mara. Mamma walk at a muncha in Sufina cataphone, muncha bimra. Mamma tikata, muncha a fear light in the munchamra. Said doom so wakata, muncham from Ray. The omo a desert. Tienie. It is in Obibano be catcher will say, oh, why a video? I will kata. Now we $50 or the quarter pound only in Suya. Busani Pakroni say, Obia 1 hour juma kata yituane kasei. Now we Suya juma wagana 1 hour yituane kasei. Yam fan to 2. Sani Pakono ye video we busani say hospitals and wakata. Any hospitals and what Ghana et sign. Sign a nurses of what ji wakata. Sign a nurses of what ji e Ghana. Fatu to Busano. Busano says citizen na wono te kata. Okwaria abani manisika ana wo manisika. Na fatu to dia woti Ghana no. Sa wo okwaria abani wo mausika ana wo mausika. toto ho. See ya de, say omode anwokyere na etoto ho. Yemfa wo nneoma nso a wo nso wadwene mu no wosusu say wakata ye de betumi adototo ho. Yemfa toto ho. Ni ehunu kwase a wo moye. Anase enyansafo a wo mote. Yemfa saa nneoma no ntoto ho. You see UK ayedin, abrochira ayedin. Wo de yemfa ntoto ho. Ekwan a me mafa suko suku. Ene kwan a Ghana ni ti Ghana wo fa suko adwuma ne sana yemfa ntoto ho. Schools a me makọ. Wo mo kwa wo mo nkotena form, wo mo pese wo mo tena form, they do it on their own peril. They do it on their own voluntary will. Enye nhye. Na no mpo wo metena form a ye wo di school a friend say accessories a ye di se form a wo mo teso a wo mo hoto wo mo yemfa ntoto ho. And I know the MM to do. Akwada ye won wo UK. Undi 14 years a wo fo bas a ye free. Yen fan to Ghana de ho. Nkwara no wo fo trotro. Wo mutua na wo muntua. Under 14 years, wo mutua ana wo muntua. Yen fan to ho. Yen fan to ho say Ghana fo a dodo sen na ti UK citizens a wo ye English dodo sen na wo Ghana wo ya prapra wo twitwi toilet so wo mo bo modena enye nkokọ yen fan to ho. And I know me fan to it to ho yi because he de ahokyere no to ho. Ene de ahokyere no to ho wi a yen fa no ma papa no hospitals no yen fan compare. Let's compare. And yen compare only the hardship. Yes, there is hardship everywhere. But out of the hardship, UK for say through the Home Office, they are calling for workers because egg shortage. Citizens are won't be careful makwanya nkoko. Ya shorty. Into UK for say, one more Ghana, Nigeria, aba benya nkoko. What Ghana? What you say Ghana? Aman so obodon komi say, a man from free UK and menya nkoko. What be that? What Ghana? Edwuma mpo wunya bi. Na mpese abaya de advertise say citizens what foreign country emra. What be that? To say we are Santini, we are Igbeni, we are Zmeni, we are Teni. Now two kwai. Now the sika koto obi enyoma. Remember ye video. And fan just me $50. Akoton your man, no man boy. There be $50 now would it tell be an no, and none will be kurum and chicken change. Because who buy you care? Will be a one day as a nurse. You're marking £25 1 hour. Professional jobs 25, 35, 40, 50, 100. My little brother, I always use him as an example. On a professional question, school read and write. On no call engineering field. Or quite a day, £700 a day. That one of the jobs, or 1 day, 700. And don't see a season. The number for phone be quite 1,500, 1,200. These are engineers. Some of them works in ships. Some of them make sure they work in factories and make sure that the factory runs smoothly. Who minimum wage are they to Ghana? They say will be 1 day, the 4 hours. Sika, aya wo bosumi aketua. Wo de fani pa na wo kwa adwuma 1 hour, you £250 as a professional worker. Medical doctors, they earn up to from 70 to 110,000 pounds a year. For Ghana medical doctor to UK medical doctor. Nyani pani biano moje. To say a cassia the sun your man to Tonwa. You be want to say a catch. But you see, because we have leaders who are not responsible and who have not taught to solve the problems of Ghana, no, they always look out and see where there are negatives. Now you're the negative. Akobo womo diano. Ne abeka so, oh, Russia, Ukraine, a kroma ya din o Russia. Hey, where Jimmy? Russia asasi, any Ghana asasi yepe. Ukraine asasi, any Ghana asasi yepe. Awa be ya koda be. What Ghana no? I wanted to say. Bibu saw. What to me sorry could dware empo. What to a net? What to me nyat fish echi. What to me at Ghana? A real bo. And so that doing so. UK a real bo. Among for that doing so. There are solar panel. Why do you know? Because the leaders don't think of solutions, but rather they compare problems. But it was when I was growing up, I was taught by my uncle that I was what? I was what means me what fast. You see this world. And my uncle's name is Uncle Joseph Eshen. University of Legon. I'm paying for a Kufuado, my classmate. Atame was my classmate. So life is a problem-solving world. So in every circumstance, I was what? Look to solutions. And that is why for me, I'm guided by this, that I look to solutions. And that is why we started Freedom Fighters. We started on the basis of steps. 1, information. To inform the Ghanaian who they are. 2, to draw the attention of the Ghanaian of what is going on around them. Education. So when somebody sits somewhere and says that we don't have a direction, we should stay focused, we don't know what we are doing, it's either you are a hypocrite or you lack understanding. Or maybe you are a witch or you are a wizard who have decided not to follow keenly what the young men and women as freedom fighters they do. Let me give you an example. And I told His Excellency Papa Usu Ankoma and the Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs, I told them these things. What was the thing I told them? I said to them, because there were some policies that the government was bringing out, even the people, the government workers, they were not even aware about it. The senior workers were not even aware about it. And I said, Minister, how can you bring a policy and your own people don't even understand the policy? They are not even aware about it. So you see, when freedom fighters, we come and we talk. 1 is the information to inform you, the Ghanaian, of who you are. You are not born of any lesser God, so don't allow yourself to be treated as such. Don't allow politicians to take you people for granted. And then we give you the education through enlightenment. So you see, Wahini David will be outside in Germany, showing you the surroundings of the Germans, how they live. You see Otuaba, you see sugar drops, you see Mamaba, giving you the education. Because you see, in life, you cannot give solutions when people are not aware of what goes around them. Because when the people don't have the understanding of what goes around them, bring the solutions, they will not even see that is solution. That is what our great Kwame Nkrumah did, and he was overthrown because the people at that time were not Majority of them did not understood what was around them. So when the likes of a Kufuor's family were throwing dust into their eyes, they bought it. When the JB Danquest were lying to the people, they bought it. When the Ken Oforiate's family were throwing dust into the Ghanaian eye, they bought it because the Ghanaian never had the understanding of what was going on around them. That is why we bring illumination. We emancipate the minds of the Ghanaian. Because first of all, you have to understand what goes around you to appreciate and understand why you, a Ghanaian, ought to stand up for your right. Because once you get the understanding, once you get the picture, oh boy, no politician born of a Virgin Mary will come and deceive you people. Because then you have gotten the understanding, you are matured. When you come to UK, there is maturity. When you go to America, there is maturity. So when the child is asking for what is their right, they know what is their right. But in Ghana, you don't even know your right. Let alone, how can you even ask for your right? You don't know your right. Because you are being blinded. Nobody's teaching you your right. That is why when we came as Face the Country, we did not start shouting. We said, let's change the constitution. And then by joining men and women of reputable, distinct people like Dr. Abu Sakara, trying to give us and telling us, no, Dr. Ren, this is how it ought to go. Now there is understanding. So you see our last demonstration, all of them, they joined. Because now there is understanding. You cannot rush in. Only fools rush in. We don't want to rush in. Because we've made mistakes that has cost the nation. By bringing a Kufuor to you, today we see the consequences. We are being led by evil men and women. We are being led by the demon, son of a demon. Oh, a Kufuor is a son of a demon. He has stolen your joy. A demon is a person that steals your joy and make you cry. The Bible says that when the wicked leaves you, oh, the nation mourn. It is not Dr. Ren saying it to you. It is Bible telling you. Ye who have ears, let them hear. So when we come and we speak to you, we know where we are going. Oh. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that, freedom fighters are illiterates. They did not attend any school. Let me tell you. Do you know people who are classmates of Queen Elizabeth? There are a lot of people who are home taught. They learn their education in the homes. You don't need sometimes to sit in the same classroom for people to identify you and get a certificate that you have learned. No. Ghana for the or school near man certificate, just one school there, be there. COVID-19 time, I'm out for there or internet, so online. In our classroom. Is it not the same school? Education can be through formal and informal. There are steps. Now you see, Face the Country, we are in Tamale. You know why we are in Tamale? I even wanted us to start from Ashanti region. I won't lie you. But based on consensus building, we decided to go to Tamale. To start the education from Tamale. The northern region. We are still in Tamale. We are not in Accra. Our men are in Tamale for almost 2-3 weeks. We are not coming, no. We will leave Tamale maybe next year. Oliver Parker, Vomawo, and Raphael, they are not coming now. We are the people on the grounds working for Ghana. They are not working for individual. No, one tree cannot make up a forest. We don't believe in one tree making up a forest. Kudus can play all the ball, but without Ayu, Jordan Ayu, and Andre Ayu, and Inyaki assisting him, he cannot be the only football player on the field. Because you need a team. We are building a team. Opening the eyes of Ghanaians through education. That is where we lack. That is why politicians don't educate the people, because when they open your eye to see the light, they are doomed forever. That is why we are in Tamale. From Tamale, I am requesting that we go to Ashanti region. We need education. People have to understand what goes around them. Whenever a wife understands what goes around in her home, you know what happens? The woman always wins for the children. The wife that understands her home and understands her marriage, there is always peace, prosperity, blessings in her home. And the children are the ones that benefit. Freedom fighters are not rushing in. Yes, yes, maybe the style of approach, you may differ with the style of approach. But let me tell you, it is in the Bible. You don't understand the things we are doing. Many of it are in the Bible. Before God created the heavens, he said, let there be. It was a spoken word. We can go and give borehole water to the whole Ghanaians, every community. But if they don't understand that as a Ghanaian, they have raw materials and natural resources that they have to benefit from, no matter how borehole waters that you build, politicians will still take them for granted. But when you give them the education, as Professor Kwejiri Agri said, through the education, we educate the nation through women. When we give the people the education of understanding the politics, the role of them as citizens, the duties and responsibilities of their MPs, their assemblymen, their district chief executives. You don't need to travel from America, UK, France, Germany to go and give borehole water. The people have the understanding. It will be done. Because they would demand for it. That is why when the UK people are doing demonstration, people come because they have an understanding of it. Because Ghanaians, a lot of them have been told, don't do politics. Oh, politicians, oh, I'm a Christian, I don't do politics. So that thought is still in their heads. So when you are calling for demonstration, they think that you are government. They don't think that you are fighting for them, because when Kwame Nkrumah allowed the white people to leave the shores of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah did not teach the Ghanaian that henceforth, when you talk about government, it is not government for the white man. It is not government for the Gordon Gorgesbeck, the Lord Listowells. No, the government of the Queen, the Great Britain. No. It is government of Ghana. He didn't teach us that. Freedom fighters are teaching you today. So that when we say government, you will know that when I go to the ECG office, or when I go to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, I am working for my nation, not working for a foreign government. It's understanding. But if you don't have any understanding, you go to ECG and you'll be working lotto. Because I buy a juma. And I buy no money. Or no money, I buy no money. Or I buy no money, and I actually anyhow. Because I buy no money. Because nobody have taught you that your working is working for Ghana. Because during Nkrumah, the white man was there. And he was we were working for them. They taught us government. They gave us the governance through colonial rule. So our people were hurt that were bringing the coal, they were bringing the bauxite, the manganese, they were bringing the diamond, the gold for the white man. So they were upset. So when they go to work, they go in pain, not in happiness. You get it? And it was not just 1 year, 2 years. They were colonized for many years from the Portuguese, the Dutch, the Danes, the British. They were colonized for many years. So they were living with that pain and that hatred towards the governance of the white man. But when the white man left, psychologically, my great-grandfather Kwame Nkrumah failed to educate the Ghanaian to get the understanding that from henceforth, you don't work for the British government anymore. And that when you go to the hospitals, when you go to the civil servant jobs, work with all your might and with all your strength and with all the love you can for your nation, Ghana. So freedom fighters have to take things gradual. We are fighting for the entire nation, not a particular region or a particular tribe. I don't talk about tribe. I was the person that told you that when I was leaving the shores of Ghana, I didn't live with MPP passport. Neither did I saw my moms leaving the shores of Africa with NDC passport. Oh no, they left with Ghana passport. And that is the only passport that identifies you as a Ghanaian. MPP don't identify you as a Ghanaian. Our people that lives in Qatar are not there in MPP passport. They are there in Ghana passport. That is the legal identification of who you are. So we are preaching Ghana. And that is why today my brother Oliver Baka Vomawo, Professor AMG, Kekese, Raphael, fellow Ghanaians, my favorite young brother, they are in Tamale. They've left their homes. Because you see, when you love Ghana, like the Bible said, you leave everything behind and you fight for Ghana. That is what our brothers are doing. So don't be fooled by people who say that, oh, we should go and stand for somebody. We should go and follow somebody. We are not there to follow somebody, an individual. Oh, no. Let's bring the understanding first. And I entreat all of you watching Dr. Ren and any of my brothers that come live from Chairman Freemind, from Sugar Drops, from Shine Your Eye, to Mama Ba, to Etiakwasi, to Kwal 44, to Ohini David, to Amazing GH, to Hair Chairmano. We've gotten a new member, Hair Chairmano. She has been following us. To Frema Shoes. All that we are telling you people, support us. We are human beings. And since we are human beings, one way or the other, we may err. But when we fall short, let's forgive and let's move on. Because the picture and our enemy is lack of good roads, lack of potable water for our men and women to drink, lack of good hospitals that you and I enjoy in London and in the cities of Las Vegas or in the homes of New York or California, or Saskatchewan in Canada or Berlin in Germany. We enjoy it. We love it. We tell our people that we love it. The bigger picture is that our enemies are common. That our enemy is lack of job for the unborn generation, lack of job for our teenagers, lack of employment, lack of opportunities. We say America is a land of opportunity. Can that be said of Ghana? It is humans that makes the opportunity. Let's fight for the opportunities for our people. For there are abundance of opportunities. We can turn things around. And I believe in Ghana. And I hope so do you. My name, of course, is Dr. Ren. Thank you so much. And as I end my speech, I just want you to understand that become aware what goes around you in Ghana. That is why we are here. We want our people to become aware of how the politicians have taken them for granted. We want them to be aware. When they start gaining the awareness of who they truly are, they will understand. And in ending, let me end with a story of David in the Bible. Oh, David in the Bible, I love the story so much. How the young man lived in the wilderness for 27 good years. He faced his fears in the wilderness. He could take food from the mouth of a lion and give it to his lamb. In the end, when David was confronted with Goliath, he did not talk or think about how short he was. He did not see how huge Goliath was. He could only think about his strength of taking food from the mouth of lions. He dwelled on his strength. And out of his strength, he fed his people with the head of Goliath. Let's think about the strength that we have and fight our fears. Because I know the MPP and NDC will do everything that they can to quench or keep us mute. Today, the MDC people says we are doing a good job. Today, the MPP people criticize the freedom fighters and say they are there for the NDC. But only time will tell. And I know that another name of God is time. And since time does not lie, we will live to see time speaking for freedom fighters. Thank you. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Make our nation great and strong, bold to defend. And I hope and pray, come Friday, victory will be ours. Thank you. Take care. Thank you all watching me on YouTube. God bless you all.